1984 was a unique year. The first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comic book went on sale, the first version of Tetris was released, Apple unveiled the Mac, and this list goes on. 1984 is also said to be the year that the next installment in Hideo Kojima's epic Metal Gear franchise is set to take place. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain will star Big Boss as he ventures into Africa and Afghanistan during the Soviet War in the 80s and uses some state-of-the-art tech for its time. Before jumping into the game though, it might be wise to get a better understanding of the era that the game takes place in. So let's go back in time in this week's analysis. The start of the 80s still marked the Cold War era. In 1979, the Soviet Union would invade Afghanistan to support the Afghan Communist government in its conflict with anti-communist guerrillas and would last for a decade. Fearing a Soviet victory, the United States began funding the anti-communist freedom fighters. During the start of all of this though, Big Boss was still in a coma. But when the legendary soldier awakens in 1984 and takes on the codename of Venom Snake, he will find himself in a war-torn Afghanistan. Much of Afghanistan has still not recovered since the 80s, so it will be interesting to see Afghanistan during its Soviet occupation designed by Kojima. Hideo Kojima makes no exceptions to including the subtlest of details in his video games. After the devastation of MSF and the attack on Mother Base, Diamond Dogs was formed in the 80s as a private military company led by Big Boss. The name Diamond Dogs pays its tributes to a studio album of the similar name by David Bowie, though it did not release in 1984. The Diamond and Diamond Dogs may also be related to the diamonds that the private military company was selling from an African nation to fund their operations. Not much information has been released to the public about where exactly in Africa Diamond Dogs will operate. Current speculation is that parts of the game will be set in Angola during the Angolan Civil War, which began in 1975. It was also hinted in Peace Walker that MSF would head to Angola. On top of that, Angola is the third largest producer of diamonds in Africa. Based on the political drama that unfolded from the end of the 70s to the early 80s, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain has the ability to develop a solid narrative. In time, we will get to know more about its setting and plot. Till then, this has been our game analysis of the Phantom Pain era. Happy gaming.